Watching me, you are going to be transformed and you are going to become rich. These are the secrets that the rich do not tell people. They don't share them. At the timing of this video, we have 294 subscribers. Thank you, and thank you. Oh, just breaking past the barrier of just recording is crazy. I'm recording live videos now on this channel, 1 to 2 a week. It might go up more, but right now we're doing 2 live videos a week. And every time I press the live button, I go, what am I supposed to say? Where am I at in space? Everything that I was gonna say just kind of disappeared because maybe somebody's watching me right now, like a movie, like right now, somebody is watching me on the other side of this video. What are they thinking? Do they like what I'm saying? And then I just get lost. It is crazy, but that's what I gotta get used to, just being on camera all the time. Like right now, there's nobody in this room but me talking to myself. And I have no ceiling fan on, so I'm getting really hot right now. So hot, so hot, so hot, so hot. What do the rich tell people? The rich tell people to work really hard. Why? Because there's secrets in having money. There's secrets in getting wealthy. There's secrets that's shared amongst wealthy people. Like when you go into a room and people make over $100,000 a year, there's conversations that go on in that room that don't happen with people that make below $100,000 a year. When you get into a room where people make $500,000 a year, the conversations are different. When you get into a room where people make $1 million a year or more, the conversation changes. The conversation is so different. Why is that? Because there's secrets. There's secrets. There's a code of words that are said. Like once you make it to a certain level, you are part of the team. Once you make it to a certain level, the conversations are, how can I help boost you up? How can I utilize your network? How can we come together and do this thing? But you got to get into those rooms. That's what people really don't talk about. They talk about, oh, I want the mentor. I talk about it all the time. Get the mentor, be around the mentor. But it's about being in the rooms where things are happening. When I started going to conference after conference and reading book after book, my life started to change so much because I was around people that were talking different. I didn't understand it. Like my belief system was, I'm working this job as a personal trainer, which was my business, but it was still a job because I was trading time for money. But I'm working this job as a personal trainer and I'm trying to sell fitness on an hourly basis because I love it. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm trading time for money. But when I got around this guy, he looked at me sideways. He was like, why are you doing that? And I'm like, what do you mean, why am I doing that? This is my passion. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I was born to do. I was born to show people how to transform their body, which is going to transform their mind, because that's where I was at the time. He looked at me and said, that's good, but how much are you making? I'm like, I'm making anywhere from $50 an hour all the way up to $115 an hour. And he looked at me like this, that's good. I'm like, why is he looking at me with pity? I just told him up to $115 an hour. At the time, that was a lot of money for me. And he said, people don't want the hard way to do things. They want the easy way to do things. That's why you gotta sell them the pill. You can't sell them the formula. And I was like, that still doesn't make sense to me. Like, what do you mean by I can't sell them the formula? Like, this is what I did to lose weight and they're losing weight. But he said, no, that's not how you make money. He said, watch this. He went on stage. We were at a conference He got on stage. It was probably 30, 40 people in the audience, including me. And he sold $25,000 worth of information products, the pill, not the formula, of the same thing. Like, wait a second. You just made $25,000 selling information, and it took you 45 minutes. I trained for an hour for $50 to $115 an hour. What is going on here? And he looked at me and said, that's why I was looking at you. I wasn't looking at you with pity, but I saw something inside of you that I was able to change. He saw the transformation. He saw where I was and where he can take me. And that's what transformation is. And in that time, my mind was blown. Why? Because the rich have conversations that are different from people that have a mindset of, in order to make this money, I gotta work hourly. And that's where my mind was. I have a business, but I'm still trading time for money. He had a business where it's, I'm going to take this product and I'm going to sell it to many. Why? Because people want the easy way of doing things. Even though he was still selling the formula, but it was packaged different. And after I got into that room, and it still took me a long time to truly understand what he was saying and how he went about it, but I lived my life different because of that. Rich people have different conversations. It's not about working hard and working. Like, I gotta work so hard to pull this money out. No, it's how do I use my brain and my words to impact and influence other people to get the work done for me. That's the secrets. That's the things that people truly don't understand. When you stay in self-development long enough, you will start to hear what I'm saying. When you hear what I'm saying, it will go down in your body to a subconscious level, and you will act differently in your life. After I left that room, I left the room with the understanding that there's ways to make money. $25,000 in 45 minutes to an hour. I had to go back to driving Lyft and Uber, hustling all night long, going to the airport for, let me tell you the schedule. Let me back up. Let me tell you the schedule. Waking up at 3:30 in the morning to drive 45 minutes to the airport, being there, making sure I had to clock in at 5 o'clock because I had to take a shuttle from the airport parking lot, make sure I clock in at 5 o'clock. I'm done by 1 or 2 o'clock, leave there, drive all the way home, take a rest for maybe an hour or two, and then go train for 3 to 4 hours. And then after that, go drive for another 4 to 5 hours. That was my life for so long. There's nothing wrong with putting your head down and getting to that work and understanding true work and true value, but working 12 to 16 hours a day, eventually you're going to burn out. And that's when my life truly changed. When I started to see people operate different. When you get into rooms where people are talking about how do I make $100,000 this month, things change. How do I make $1 million this year? Things change. But you got to get into that room, but you can't get into that room being where you are right now. Where are you right now in your life? Mentally, physically, and spiritually. That's holding you back from getting into those rooms. This is free access to people that are making lots of money. Go to conferences, get out of your comfort zone, be around people who are actually doing it. Show value to people that are actually doing it, and they will show you the way. Their secrets There's a code that is said amongst rich people. And once you understand that code, your life will be transformed. Believe. And if you've made it this far, then you understand that we are building businesses and you are an automator. Automation creates a lifetime of freedom for you. Stay amped, stay pumped, and I'll see you in the next video.